In the shadows of the world's biggest cities, a different kind of power thrived. A power built on fear, fortune, and ruthless ambition. These men weren't just criminals, they were legends. Welcome to the world's most notorious gangsters. Who was truly the king of crime? Gangsters have existed throughout history, but a few became household names. Today, we'll dive deep into the lives of three men who reigned over their criminal empires. Al Capone, the ruthless ruler of Prohibition-era Chicago. Pablo Escobar, the feared Colombian drug lord who made billions. And John Gotti, the flashy Don who ran New York's most powerful mafia family. In 1920s Chicago, few were more feared than Al Capone. Known as Scarface, Capone controlled the illegal liquor trade, raking in millions during Prohibition. But his reign was violent, marked by the infamous St. Valentine's Day massacre that sent shockwaves across America. Despite his brutal reputation, Capone was a master manipulator, using charm and philanthropy to sway public opinion in his favor. Was Capone untouchable? Not for long. In 1931, the IRS brought him down, not for murder but for tax evasion. His fall from grace was swift, but his legacy lives on. From the jungles of Colombia rose a man who would become the world's wealthiest and most feared criminal. Pablo Escobar was the undisputed king of cocaine. His Medellin cartel supplied 80% of the world's cocaine, bringing in $420 million a week at the height of his power. Escobar's empire wasn't just about money, it was about terror. He orchestrated bombings, assassinations, and even brought Colombia's government to its knees. He became a symbol of power and destruction. In 1993, after years of pursuit, Escobar was gunned down on a rooftop. But was his impact truly over? Part 3. John Gotti, the Dapper Don. While Escobar terrorized South America, John Gotti took control of New York. The Dapper Don ruled the Gambino crime family with charisma and brutality. He beat the justice system multiple times, earning the nickname the Teflon Don. Gotti lived like a celebrity, but his downfall came when the FBI finally captured incriminating wiretaps that revealed his hand in multiple murders. He was sentenced to life in prison in 1992, but his story remains one of the most fascinating chapters in Mafia history. Conclusion. Who was the king of crime? So who was truly the king of crime? Was it Capone, the ruthless mobster who turned Chicago into a war zone? Escobar, the billionaire drug lord who shaped global drug trafficking? Or Gotti, the man who turned the Mafia into a public spectacle? Ultimately, the answer lies not in their wealth or their crimes, but in their lasting impact. These men shaped history, leaving behind a legacy of fear, power, and fascination. But who do you think deserves the title of King of Crime? We want to hear from you. Comment below and tell us who you think was the most powerful gangster of all time. Was it Capone, Escobar, or Gotti? Or do you have another contender in mind? Let's see who claims the crown in the comments.